Yes. Yes.
Hello everybody. So many laps going on right now. We are all ready, everyone. Get ready, it's time for the death match of today. This is Bachavelli versus Hamz. And for now, everything is set up, so let's go. I think there's a lot of light coming from my window, so I'll close it in a moment. Probably in the next game. So today, starting off game 1, we're going with Assyrian Mirror. Interesting to see Assyrian, a very nice city that we got. We have plenty of units to work around. So we have the legions, and we got the catapults, heavy catapults, helepolis, and the horse archers are considered like the main workforce for these units. For now, we can see both players, Hamz on the top, being round 2 preferred option. Like we consider the invited, there was one of the invited, and Bachavelli working his way through though. So it's gonna be interesting to see who are they gonna go. We can see Bachavelli is getting some cataphracts going on his side. However, he's kind of housed. He is getting out of the house right now. Then he's scared to get some barracks going up on his way. The legions are coming from Bachavelli, from Hamz though, so he's completely surrounding his town centers with the barracks, getting some more houses building on the right side, some more buildings coming on the bottom right. So you can see plenty of work to do, more cataphracts coming in here and not moving in just yet. So the power of these kind of movement units is that they get the first move, right? For example, cataphract is a heavy cavalry, like they have the full all upgrades, and the idea is that you use them to get the first strike while the villagers are building. But right now this is looking very different situation. Look at the barracks from the Hamz going full barracks on his side, plenty of barracks on this side, plenty of buildings, plenty of towers going, like covering almost 1/4 of the map, making a very nice square of his map. On the other hand, look at Bachavelli. Bachavelli kind of cramped right now, getting his units though, but in a very limited space. He still has a lot of space to work in here though, so not giving it a object, just now spreading out. So let's see if he is able to do something about this. And the legions, the side of the legions of the Assyrian players are coming. You can see plenty of them are already here, and now we get some towers that are supporting them on the back. Fortunately, we got some ballista towers, so they're going to be able to do a lot of damage in here. And the legions are coming from all sides, completely surrounding the buildings of Bachavelli. Bachavelli in a tough spot. The legions are swarming in. They're starting to get it from all sides. On the top side, there you can see there is a lot of units coming in, not being able to get through a lot. But on the bottom side, plenty of units moving a lot of villagers getting all the places. Thank you for streaming. Oh, no problem, Ninja. I'm glad that I can help you with this. So for now, you can see the painting that what Bachavelli wanted to spread out has been completely denied for the time being, limiting himself to his little hole, and unfortunately, that's not something you want to do. Look at how Hamz is spreading out very big, nicely all the place. Look at all these houses on the back, then coming up with some siege workshop and towers. So almost half of the map is now property of Hamz. Hamz building still going on the right side to the other side of the map. 140 population against 60 population, so you can see how tight the situation is getting from the side of for Bachavelli. Unfortunately, the siege workshop is massing up, and the moment you start to see masses like this is the moment where you can hardly do anything with your units anymore, because they are just too pressuring too hard. You can see, to top it off, we can still see that Hamz has all this hill. He has his siege beam placed out, and it's helping him a lot. It's gonna give him a little extra range and a little extra damage, and considering that these Aleppolis and heavy catapults do a lot of damage, that little bit becomes a big bit. So you can see the Aleppolis are trying to defend themselves, but look at this volley of catapult stones coming all the way out, just trying to clear out this Aleppolis, that clearing anything they see, even if they're allied legions, they're just killing everything. Catapults, heavy catapults are beasts, destroying the forest, destroying the barracks, destroying the legions. Nothing gets in the way of these catapults. And these legions on top, big mass still coming. Siege is out, he's over support for the side of Bachavelli, but I don't think it's nowhere near enough for Bachavelli to defend himself. The more Aleppolis are hopping in, more and more getting the damage done with him. Ooh, very nice shot from the side of Bachavelli. So Bachavelli performing very nicely on this, holding himself on the ground, but unfortunately he's still on the 60 population count, and you can see 60 against 200. It's just a matter of time, unfortunately. It's a matter of time before they can. So he has to cult it and then go to the next game. For now, I don't think Hamz is gonna have any trouble. You can see he's low on the foot count. However, he still has plenty of resources. He still has plenty of wood and gold, so he has a lot to work around. On the other hand, look at the economy of Bachavelli. Bachavelli is struggling, having queuing like crazy in the buildings, that in the few buildings that he still has, not being able to do much. Is just this plane has been cleared out by the legions, but unfortunately there's still a lot of work to do, and he doesn't have the wood for it. He cannot paint as much as you would like to see on the start, like we saw in the beginning. There's no time for big paints, and this catapult is gonna die. Oh, never mind. The friendly neighborhood Aleppolis saved him. Nice stream, Alberto. No problem, man. It's fun to see this game, Deathmatch games. Now, more heavy catapults. Holy shit! Big army of heavy catapults coming in and falling back. Now that they're paying attention, these catapults are getting their shots done, and the cataphracts are here. But Hamz is paying attention. He's taking care of his units, so there's still work to do in this side. Plenty of more legions on the top side, so these legions really just not being able to get through. 188 population against 106 population. Bachavelli little by little is kind of climbing his way to the top. Let's see if he is able to do something, because right now this looks a very tough spot to come back from. Even if it's not winning, he could easily just have to spread to try to get the gold that is working around here. Would be the best thing to do, in my opinion. But look at this big mass. The problem with this mag is that once you get a good shot, you get killed a lot. Oh, but Hamz moving his unit, and this mass moving in again. Very big catapults coming from this side. I don't see anything again from Bachavelli on this side to defend himself. He has some villagers. The villagers are gonna get killed off horribly, and the forest is being chopped away. Look at this. The catapults just destroying everything on their way. One catapult going in the defense, but getting the Aleppolis at least is better than nothing. But the villagers are being cleaned out, and more. Look at the catapults from Assyrian engineers are too strong, and you cannot do anything against all these catapults, unfortunately. Few legions coming, trying to get the pick up. I think they're gonna die in the way, unfortunately, because they don't even have pierce armor, so they're just melting away, and the number is far too little for them to do something. So the big mass of catapults coming, and the legions are kind of getting through this way as well. So not much we can say right now that other than it's gonna be a tough situation for Bachavelli. Bachavelli is still 116 population, so even despite all this trouble, he still has retaining his population at, and 230 from the side of I don't always blame them, but this I won't always blame the map, but in this case I'll make an exception. You see, guys, it was the map. No, but it was a very nice defense. He was holding pretty well, far better than I would have held it, to be honest. But yeah, masses like these, full heavy catapults just coming in and or getting everything was a very tough call. So for now, let's take a look at the economy. You can see the kills are pretty much almost the same, just 2 kills in favor of Hamz, so 459 to 457. The villagers are in favor of Hamz, big time. Well, not big time, not that much, it's only about 30. So you can see Bachavelli, he was keeping his economy, he knew what to do, he just probably needed more terrain. And you can see in here, he was trying to keep himself up and then go back down and then trying to keep himself up, and then unfortunately it was too much. So let's go to game 2. I want to remind these players that they have a restart, so I'm just going to tell them right that takes time so that they don't get picked off guard. So let's go. So the first point goes for Hamz. Hamz getting his first victory for today. Let's see if Bachavelli catches on, or is it gonna be at 3 or 2 or 3-0? We are a spectator again. Mirror, mirror, and Stefanotis is Carthaginian. Tell Chevrolet he wouldn't have been a match against Hamz anyway. Let's see. Oh, Chevrolet is spectating as well, yeah. Yes, let's go, everyone. Let's get to the game 2. This is the deathmatch. Oh, I didn't close the window. Okay, I'll close it in a minute. Boy, oh boy. There we go. The deathmatch is live, everyone. We are Macedonian Mirror. Interesting. On the left side, we got Hamz. On the right side, we got Bachavelli. It's interesting to say it because I remember that some comments on the previous stream that they were saying that Macedonian was a boring civilization to deathmatch, which it's I don't know, because I am not that experienced on deathmatch, so I don't find it that boring. But let's see what they're gonna do. It seems that they're gonna start off with the Centurions, which is the best option. Centurions having the +2 pierce armor on the Iron Age, so that's a +5. Which is totally irrelevant, honestly, against if you're fighting full-on Centurions. So let's see. You can see the buildings are being placed very nicely. It's kind of following that pattern of the barracks, that they're all very cramped. Just leaving one little line in between so that they can get out. So right now, Bachavelli and Hamz both keeping their numbers. The villagers moving in big time, interesting enough. You can see some towers going in preparation of the enemy. More villagers moving to the top side, so it seems that Hamz is aware that Bachavelli is on the top side. As first Centurion coming off, look like I completely missed this little explorer. And the Centurions are coming in. The Centurions are starting to move in to get the enemy. Bachavelli getting his villagers being picked off. Some siege workshops already on the play. I don't see any siege workshop from the side of Hamz just yet. He's only going big time against the Centurions, and you can see he moved his villager forward and he's getting a lot of big pains going on in this side. So definitely dangerous situation because these villagers Units moving in is gonna give him a big advantage. Elephants coming here. Armor elephants added to the mix. Very interesting from Bachavelli. Bachavelli going kind of more to the middle and trying to get more kills. I don't know if elephants is a good call against these Centurions. These are fully upgraded Centurions. So Hamz seems concentrated on what he's doing. He's just going full on Centurion. And looks like he is not going to get much. He's getting he has a paint on the top, but it seems to be completely denied. A forest of towers is being placed in his, and there's already plenty of Alepolis cleaning up this stuff. Plenty of ballistas, because remember, Macedonians do not get the last Iron Age upgrade. They just fall into ballista and the catapult, but they are a lot cheaper. And now we can see Centurions, plenty of Centurions in here. However, there are plenty of Bachavelli siege in here, and I do not see any siege at all from the side of Hamz, at least on this side. But what I do see is a forest of towers on the bottom side. Very beautiful forest, combining very nicely between all these forests. More elephants being picked on this part. And we can see he's kind of spread out. He's going full on Centurion. It's all Centurion, nothing by the looks of it. He's not gonna add anything to the mix from what I'm looking at it. Not even siege. You know, for now, it looks like the Centurions are just going to be the main force for Hamz. Bachavelli having some siege in his place, but I don't know if switching to Elephant was the best call in my opinion. I do fear that Elephants are not a good call against the Centurions, and these guys are being picked up very quickly. However, he's still retaining his ground quite nicely. Bachavelli cleaning up the terrain on the top side very strong, getting rid of this forest little by little, and getting more towers, these buildings, getting this paint, getting some more land. It's kind of balanced where you can see the map is evenly spread, but the Centurions are everywhere in the side of Hamz. Too much presence everywhere, too strong looking at too dangerous. How do you defend from all this? Just Hamz still has economy. Hamz is out of food for now. He has 70 people on food though, so definitely recovering himself very quickly, but definitely out of food in this right now compared to Bachavelli. Bachavelli, it's also on the same, but it was kind of expecting considering the strain that is putting to have armor elephants. But he has siege that is helping him clean up, so you can see Bachavelli is kind of pushing to the right side, but look at all the holy shit, these villagers completely unguarded. They're getting picked off little by little. These villagers and getting off by the Centurion from Hamz, just wiping everything off. That's a dangerous situation. We can see 117 population for Bachavelli. Hamz 198, so that alone probably balanced him out. Hamz starting to get some siege on the top side. However, it's being intercepted by some buildings, so the catapults are gonna pick up these buildings quite nicely. You can see kind of a counter defense, very slow counter defense. Some catapults and ballistas coming. So it's interesting to see that more units coming for the defense. And thanks to this little attack, he's getting himself on the Hamz is holding himself now on this side. We can see that he's not pushing forward anymore. Like Bachavelli, little by little moving in, but not doing the same damage as he would have done when he was wholly focused on the attack, because right now Centurions are just coming in and wiping all this up. So the defense, coming to the defense, turns out to be a good attack in the side for Hamz. This Hamz right now having full on Centurion again. 153 population against 103, so you can see both players struggling to keep up their production, especially on the side of Bachavelli. Look at this little queue. It's a very little queue compared to the one that we get from Hamz. Hamz still going full on Centurions, which I don't know, which I think it's probably the best call. You can see Centurions being very strong unit. The armor elephants not doing anything, unfortunately, these kind of scenarios. More villagers coming in doing us pain. Look like they're gonna get the siege workshop, so it seems that it's a full-on transition to siege workshops on the side of Hamz. There are plenty of siege workshops on the side of Bachavelli already on the works, but you can see elephants are being picked up everywhere, actually everywhere. And these catapults, little by little, you need to, I would prefer some dominance asserting. Put some towers in here to get your towers. There we go, getting him on the hill. So a little bit more in the back, but the hill is gonna help them defend big time. 2 catapults going down by this one single centurion. Very nice trade. And right now, you can kind of see how, like, probably Hamz losing his terrain. He had half the map, but you can see he's kind of losing it little by little. He doesn't have the production. He has centurions, but it's not as big of a production that he used to have. And look, Bachavelli kind of stabilizing himself, getting more villagers though, and starting to add some more siege to his mix. He's getting the ballistas, so and he's starting to build town centers to pick off the skulls, which is a very nice play. Getting this gold off from Hamz, very good stuff that he's doing right now. You can see not much units going on anymore, but the few units that are around are getting their value. You can see 136 population, a lot of villagers coming in, so definitely we're going for a big population growth, economy growing right now. Hamz really feeling the pressure of the lack of food and resources. Bachavelli having also the same problem of the economy, however he has plenty of wood and he's still making the siege. Problem is that he should not be losing this siege. He's losing siege too easily, in my opinion. He had to get, because look at this area. Now this area is completely clear from both players. There's no presence here, and that's because the siege from Bachavelli was caught off guard. So there's nothing here, and we can see Hamz trying to move in. Hamz is trying to get some catapult, some siege worship on the top side. So definitely good stuff that he's gonna try to get. No more towers for Bachavelli. Bachavelli does not have any more stone. So does Hamz. So right now, no more towers to defend themselves. Theirs is all they got for now, at least. On this side, we can see Bachavelli going big time on the right side. Let's hope he does not lose the left side, because right now this left side is kind of growing itself to have a lot more catapults. So it seems this is now Bachavelli getting some centurions of his own. So finally getting those powerful centurions, having this powerful armor, and they're definitely gonna be a good option to start getting this siege as well. So they're kind of getting off guard. I don't think he's microing this very well. These two these ballistas going down, unfortunately, getting a lot of damage. Look at this. Instead, the ballista taking the storage bin, definitely not paying attention on this side at least. But he is winning this side. He's cleaning up all the buildings that the enemy has, and he's getting some more towers to assert himself. So ballistas and catapults going on this side, and he's getting economy. 108 population against 182. So Hamz is having more population. I don't think Bachavelli is having more population right now, and it's kind of showing. Let's take a look at the statistics, because I don't know the economy. You can see the population, 163 villagers for Hamz against 130 of Bachavelli. So those 30 villagers might be a bit boosting the economy of Hamz. And you can see the kills. Bachavelli has a lot more of kills. Bachavelli a little bit on the disadvantage side, but I wouldn't call him dead just yet. This very nice shot, just watching this. Jesus Christ, very nice shot from the catapults. And you can see catapults are coming on the left side, so it's a trade situation almost. We can see Bachavelli is winning the right side. However, he's losing the left side. He has some centurions and he has some some catapults. And they got their damage. I thought Hamz would be paying attention and pull them back, but he was not. So very nice play in there. He was able to get the catapults, and he's gonna get these towers as well. So hopefully he starts cleaning up these paints. And you can see Hamz full on siege, catapults and ballistas everywhere, and just a few centurions to support his buildings. but unfortunately these Centurions are gonna get picked up by these two towers. Very nice strategically placed. You can see little by little they're dying. He's gonna die in the same place, I would say. Yeah, he reached forward. He reached more forward, so you can say very nice placement of those towers, getting a lot of value without even looking. And we can see Hamz, 200 population now, full on siege still. Bachavelli, 100 population, just now getting all the villagers like crazy that he is doing. So for now, the score I would say is in favor of Bachavelli, but Hamz is winning. Yeah, it does feel like Hamz is winning. He's having a bigger presence and a lot of more population. So he's getting his number. He's getting them ready. He's just waiting for the opportunity to attack. Oh, nice shot. But I wouldn't say Bachavelli is out of this game just yet. And now, like, he's made those pumps for the economy, where you get a lot of villagers on. I would say this is a good time for him to attack, because he's gonna get his economy going much nicer. Plenty of catapults coming here, and the bar forest is here to ban a lot of presence. I don't see. I have some siege workshops here, but I don't see them moving forward for some reason. I don't know why. Bachavelli on a top spot. The siege is very big, heavy. These catapults limited, no engineering, no heavy catapult upgrade, but 12 ranges is still 12 range. And that's what he has, and I don't know why he's not moving this enemy. Maybe he's massing them, or maybe he's just getting more economy. We see more catapults. He's moving his catapults on this side now. So definitely he's up to something. Just now he's moving in, so now he feels the mass is ready. Getting some very nice shot. These catapults on the left, getting wide, mostly wide, but his massive catapults as well is being cleared out horribly. Plenty of catapults coming into this part, being completely annihilated. Plenty of units coming inside. So these catapults kind of hugging the catapults from Hamz, holding himself quite nicely. But you can see Bachavelli doing a very nice job getting the units of the enemy, turning off all the units. Nice micro, little by little moving the units. 3 catapults going down from that shot. Looks like the catapults are out for Bachavelli. Bachavelli out of units, only working on catapults, but Hamz is still going with Centurions. And those Centurions are the one getting in, cleaning up these units. Unfortunately, oh, this is a tough situation. Looks like Hamz is gonna get this victory for the time being. The Centurions just doing too much damage, too much work. Look at this. It's Centurions getting a lot of wiping. Oh my lord. So unfortunately, no more attack on this side. Looks like the right side is not being pushed out anymore. The economy is looking tough. 121 against 175. Definitely getting terrain, but damn, this is not looking very good. I don't see any more academy units from the side of Bachavelli. Bachavelli having not much academy units is gonna be a tough situation for him. More catapults being picked up. This siege war just completely vulnerable, just trying to get something. But you can see the queue very limited from the side of Bachavelli anymore. Look at this, and look at the economy of Hamz. Hamz do not have any problems. He has a well-balanced economy, plenty of stone, gold, food, and sources, and wood, so there's nothing that can stop him for the time being. He's gonna be able to produce catapults without looking. Bachavelli, on the other hand, 101 people on food. He's trying to get all the wood he can get on the right side, but that's all he has. Like, there's no more presence anymore. Plenty of villagers coming in, starting his dominance. Plenty of towers coming here on the left side. So you can say this terrain has been claimed by Hamz, unfortunately. So Bachavelli on a tough spot right now, unfortunately. This is a good heal to defend himself with the catapults. There's a lot of catapults. He doesn't have anything to fight all these catapults, and these siege works are gonna be cleared out. The catapult just moving in calmly without any problem. Maybe a bit too forward in my opinion. These catapults are gonna get picked up by the towers. It is a bit too forward for a movement, but looks like Hamz can throw his catapults away, because now he cares. A bit of a misclicking because it looked so many of his catapults are going down due to the towers, but still a good advantage from the side of Bachavelli. Bachavelli being completely clear out the Centurions, just getting the houses on the top side of the map, not looking big. Very favorable in the side of Bachavelli. Bachavelli just putting villagers in here, everything. 101 population, he's completely housed. 48 population limit against 250, so I don't see him build anything right now. Bachavelli, I don't know if he's making anything. Just now he's getting the house. He realizes his problem that he is, but it's gonna be too late of a situation right now. Nothing he can do. Range is coming up. I wonder is he going to make what he can make that could save him. The only thing left is horse archers, but I think they're a little too late. And right now, more cleanup coming up in this side. Just now getting some towers to clean up this place, but there are plenty of towers from the side of Hamz. Hamz going bowman, so he ran out of gold. Is this why? Oh, I think Bachavelli is going bowman as well. That's why he's running out of, because he doesn't have gold anymore. He has gold for the catapult, but they are completely housed. And right now, Bachavelli, tough situation. Plenty of siege from Bachavelli, just now getting out of the population limit lock, but might be too late. Too many catapults are here, and they have completely surrounded these towers. This forest of towers is nothing compared to these catapults, and this, especially on the hill. More towers coming out to support them, but they're not gonna be doing anything. Unfortunately, villagers, angry villagers coming to destroy these units, but they're getting cleaned down. Bowman coming to support. Bachavelli made some ranges, but no units being produced. More villagers coming on this side, so definitely. Oh, very nice shots though. Definitely a cleanup situation where he just wants to end all of this. Bachavelli 54 population. This is what you call a GG, because it's 160 population against 43 population. So right now you can see this is the last of the Bachavelli's army. Bachavelli not being able to defend himself anymore. I don't think so. He can do it anything. And look at this side of the economy is completely untouched, pretty calmly working his way in this game. So this siege with bowmen and centurions against 2 catapults, 3 catapults, that's gonna be 2 down. This catapult not even getting a kill on those catapults. These catapults are pitiful. Scouts coming in, definitely kind of a last leg movement, but the scouts fighting a centurion is not the preferable option. So big GG. This catapult trying his best to get the bowman, but too many bowmen are here and he's not gonna be able to do anything. He's getting a lot of bowmen though. Very nice kills from this single catapult. So now running again, but to where? Where do you run? He's completely surrounded, and the bowmen are coming from all sides. Honestly, I don't think there's anything he can do. Bachavelli, unfortunately, 34 population against farms coming up, the town centers coming up. Okay, so unfortunately, very kill situation. This is looking. Well, this was game a while ago. It's just that Hamz still has yet to beat the score of Bachavelli. Bachavelli completely cleared out this side. Just now Bachavelli calling the GG, so right now I don't know what else he could have done really, but very nice defense, and this is what you get. Second game up and Hamz just takes it. Bachavelli had the kill count upper kill count, so very nicely done on this Bachavelli side. I carry credit for that. The racings are pretty similar though. Thank you, Hito, guy Hito. Economy, we can see Hamz 163 villagers and 130, so they kind of stood there because we checked before and they had that number, if I recall correctly. So it was pretty nice that we got some stuff going on. Now, on this side, on the timeline, looks like the timeline, well, decisive on the very end. You can see little his advantage, but there are almost the rest of the game, I would say, Hamz had an upper hand, but Bachavelli was holding his, and there was a time where I think that he was gonna be able to come back, but unfortunately Hamz being too strong of a player, man. So for now, Hamz, a score of 2. Let's see if this is gonna be a 3-0, or is this gonna be a comeback from Bachavelli? Let's find out. Round 3. Let me close the window real quick. Yeah, because I'm getting some light on the back.
Yes.
Was definitely an interesting game. I'm not sure if I agree with the decision of making the elephants, but maybe on his mind it was looking like a good idea, like a tanky situation. Like instead of using it against the Centurions, he would have used it against the catapults.
Yes.
Which maybe was not that bad of an idea, but Hamz went very hard on the Centurions, so it took a while before he started to do siege, which it was very interesting to see. Let's see, game 3, everyone.
Yes.
Wow. Let's see who's the winner. We got another Hamz. What?
Yes. I don't think so. Yes.
What is going on here?
Yes. No.
Now you have 2 Hamz, and the
Yes.
second Hamz is gonna spectate for the luck of the
Yes.
for the luck of Bachavelli. So he's a real Hamz. We've been playing with the with the fake Hamz. So what we saw is the fake Hamz. If that was the fake one, you don't want to deal with the real one, people. Funny because in the chat we don't know who's the real. I can tell who's the real one because you can see it on the profile, but it's funny that you cannot see what Hamz is writing this one. The fake Hamz is a bowler though. Ooh. Good thing we're using the real one then.
Yes.
Now, plenty of expectation. This is the match point for Hamz, at least. If Hamz wins, the other Hamz is tech. Let's see. And we are live with Deathmatch on Mirror Babylonian. Babylonian, we've been one of those civs that have plenty of options to work around. So definitely, this is gonna be like a skill test if you ask me for this Deathmatch player. Let's see how are they gonna perform. We can see a barracks coming up from the side of Hamz. On the right side, coming Bachavelli, starting off with a barracks as well. So you can see right the bat, the Legions are going to be the first call. Not a bad option. They were buffed since the release of Definitive Edition, so now they have plenty more armor, so much more useful from what they used to be. Other options for the Babylonian are the freaking side chariots, the heavy catapults, the horse archers. Not heavy horse archers, just horse archers. And my favorite option, the towers. The tanky ass towers that take a lot of time to kill because they had 60% more health. Plenty of more barracks coming from Bachavelli getting a good spread on this placement, getting very forward situation. Hamz as well, getting plenty of legions in his side, so you can see the first legions are coming up. First towers is for the side of Hamz. Hamz getting the first tower up in the side in face of the barracks of Bachavelli. Bachavelli not kind of paying that much attention, so his paints are gonna be nullified on this side at least. Legions coming on this side, but no more towers are coming all this way. So let's see how is he gonna perform. Bachavelli making some misclick and making some X-Men in the process. Plenty of units coming on this side, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get much damage just yet. And he's not moving his unit. I don't know, maybe he's focusing too much on the production or in the buildings, because these units are just standing still, not getting the damage that they should be taking. Now they start to move, but plenty of legions are already here. And forward, Siege Workshop, you don't want to see this. These catapults are gonna clear out the enemy. Hamz going full siege now. Hamz getting plenty of siege on the right side, so plenty of siege gonna be needing. You can see legions were the opening move, and now the main course of this dish is gonna be heavy catapults from the side of Hamz. Hamz getting ready in population. Big swarm coming in from the side of Hamz. Not much presence going on in here. He has legions, but not getting much towers or barracks, so not getting that much units that we would like to see for his event. He's pushing on the top side, on the top left side though, but there are plenty of towers. These ballista towers are very, very, very tough, and dealing with a force of them without any siege is even tougher, to be honestly. You can see towers are coming on this side, so some siege coming on this side as well. Bachavelli kind of falling behind on the population. It's 91 population against 121, so still not a big difference, but it's getting tougher for him little by little. So let's see how will he be able to do this. Unfortunately, plenty of catapults getting on the target, so Bachavelli getting his siege ready, but getting on a different position. He's losing a lot of terrain on this part. Unfortunately, this was a very good hill to defend on, and now he's gonna lose it. So that's gonna be a very good advantageous situation for Hamz, definitely. And you can see on this side, plenty of siege coming on this side, but not pushing that hard. Just sending some legions to attack themselves, but you can see not much action going on this side either. Plenty of barracks coming up, and more legions are swimming in, but the catapults, you can see big numbers of catapults, so now we can see Bachavelli has the big number of catapults that we need. So these have Hamz catapults against Bachavelli catapults. Bachavelli catapults are not in the hill. This is a very big difference. The hills in here are very strong. Very nice shot though. Very nice shot getting these catapults getting off guard. This is gonna get off guard. This is gonna get a huge kill. Ooh, look at that. More catapults are going down. Holy shit. Catapults going down from both sides. I cannot tell. I thought Hamz was gonna win because of the hill, but definitely not winning right now. And you can see Bachavelli holding his ground quite nicely. He needs to focus the fire on this side at least, maybe get the hill and start to cleaning up this area, because he definitely needs to recover this area in my opinion. A lot of barracks coming in, completely stuck. These legions are stuck in there waiting for their chance to shine. Barracks, one barracks going down, more legions coming in. You can see Hamz kind of taking it calmly and starting to mass his unit. He's got plenty of legions in here. He's not gonna send them just yet. He wants to get big. He wants to do one single swift strike. We can see Bachavelli 162 against 177. So definitely keeping up the population. Bachavelli doing a very nice job, but he's not paying attention, and he's gonna get killed off. This siege is gonna die. No, this siege is gonna be dying, and due to friendly fire and due to legions, you don't want to see this. He should have been able to perfectly prevent this, but tough situation. And now the legions seems like it's the time to go. They are moving in time to get the enemy. More siege coming on the bottom side of Hamz. Hamz taking little baby steps. He's got plenty of siege, and he's got, for example, he's moving on this little right side. This right side is playing a good pressure, and there's nothing here to defend. Like you can see, there were only 3 barracks, and what says the left of that is economy. So this catapult's getting in. It's dangerous for the guys of for the side of Bachavelli. Bachavelli trying too hard to get through, getting the houses on the top side. Very nice play. And then getting the towers on this side, so little by little, he's kind of cleaning his stuff. It's what we saw on the game, on the previous game, one area for the other. So Bachavelli pushing on the top, but losing on the right. Villagers coming in, not getting anything, unfortunately. And for now, we see 132 villagers against 221 villagers. For now. Jesus Christ, we can see Hamz just messing up the unit, going full on legions again, contrary to Bachavelli. Bachavelli having a mixed option, but his economy is much more weaker than what we got from Hamz. Look at Hamz's economy. It's a perfect, healthy economy with 50 villagers in every main resource and gold, getting stones. Definitely. On the economy, you can see 204 villagers from Hamz against 133 villagers from Bachavelli. So definitely having a lot of economy is gonna help him out get these units much more quicker and much more healthier, so that he can have more resources that when he uses them. You can see more towers coming on these sides. These little catapults still gonna be able to clean all this up, but you can see he's gonna be able to win himself at least a bit of the time. You better be paying attention, because these brave catapults that work by themselves start getting kills. He's gonna get a lot of kills. He got 2 catapults with that single catapult and another shot coming in. And for now, we can see Bachavelli is carrying from the bottom side, finally getting some units on this side, getting some situation, getting some buildings and towers so that he can defend them. He knows this is like his weak side, and he's trying to patch it up with some towers. Hopefully he adds more to the mix. He doesn't have that much in stone, so that's probably his limitation right now. Legions are coming in, and catapults alone are not gonna cut it. So he's definitely gonna need some more help. On this side, we see Hamz kind of pushing in with more units on this side. On the bottom side, we see Bachavelli cleaning up. Finally, he's finally getting more towers. Definitely defending himself quite nicely. Now the bottom side is completely cleared out. Again, a passive situation. Let's call it a truce. You can see over 200 population for Hamz, and going full on side chariot now against the 122. So this one thing is important to mention is that Hamz's house, which is paying off, getting all these houses right here is paying off, and definitely getting Bachavelli some time. Bachavelli completely fine, completely producing catapult sites and legions, so definitely using that Roman Babylonian power on his side. Now we got more and more units pushing forwards, getting the buildings. He definitely needs to put some more towers up front. He still has plenty of stone and gold in his side, so he should be able to do it without any problem. On the other hand, we see 130 population for Bachavelli, and Hamz 240, so he finally got rid of the house situation. Sides are coming, and they are starting to get the siege big time. Fortunately, these sides doing a lot of damage and getting nice shots on the units. The legions, all the catapults being cleared out in all the places. Finally getting some towers on this little hill. Maybe a bit too late. No, I think it's a fine situation. He's just to be able to get these towers up. So definitely Bachavelli recovering the terrain that he lost in the initial attack. A bit of a gap in between these players. You can see there's plenty of space to work around. Bachavelli definitely using this situation on his favor, getting a lot more terrain to work around, but I think he's getting a little too comfy. He should have a stronger economy, in my opinion. But right now, I'm not looking at that. I think the Hamz economy is much more stronger, actually. However, the catapults are looking in favor of Bachavelli. Bachavelli kind of getting his terrain back, with getting this hill that he started off. Now he's gonna be able to push off with some units. No more sites on this side. We can see Oh, never mind. The sites are coming. They're picking up these brave catapults that were all by themselves. So right now, unfortunately, I would say this is the kind of situation where you want to spread out. You want to build more barracks here around so that you can defend yourself, or town centers to get more economy going. Get this away from the enemy so that the enemy doesn't get that precious wood and these precious food resources that are very important. The catapults getting some very nice shot. Unfortunately, that's the last catapult for Bachavelli. I don't see much catapults left on his side. Hamz still 230 population. And Bachavelli 130 still holding himself. But damn. The sides are swinging in and they're gonna get big time. The economies. It's hard for economies to survive against this side, but Bachavelli kind of expected this situation, and you can see he's getting his legions going and more villagers moving in. The side chair is getting very, very deep, but that's mainly a distraction because the main force is still here. You can see plenty of catapults, plenty of legions coming this side, while the side chariots are doing some easy kills on the villagers. And for now, legions are coming, but look at this. No village, no legions coming, just coming from 5 buildings. Tight spot, 130 population for Bachavelli still. Hamz 230 still, so definitely holding themselves, but tough spot for Bachavelli. Getting some sight from himself so he can start to get some damage as well. It looks like he's not gonna be able to. This catapult mass getting once again too big. A big line of catapult. Look at this beauty. This catapult just wiping away all this stone. Look at all this rubble from the barracks, the what were used to be the barracks. Just cleaning up everything. Then quickly Hamz taking it all, building a town storage pit and getting tons of villagers in this side. The side chair is trying to get these catapults, but these catapults are being too strong. They're most likely to die to friendly fire than to the enemy, but they prefer to kill themselves so that they do not give that precious core to the enemy. Oh, this friendly fire is strong in this game right now. This catapult is getting a lot of damage against himself, but it doesn't matter because the population is still in big favor of Hamz, so Hamz just can't afford to throw units away by the looks of it. 4 storage pits coming in, so he's definitely gonna eat this gold very quickly. Bachavelli still 120 population. I saw a priest somewhere. I don't know if the priest is gonna do much right now, but let's see what he can do. And for now, this is gonna be a tough situation in the side of on the side of Hamz. Hamz seems to be having the upper hand now again, pushing in with his legions. The swordsman getting in, and the freaking catapults, heavy catapults are just cleaning up everything. Boom, boom, and boom. Look at this. The poor buildings, Babylonian buildings, are just being completely wiped out. Horribly, this catapult's too strong, doing a lot of damage. Just more and more. Goodbye to the siege workshop that we were having. Bachavelli not getting anything anymore. These siege workshop are only being produced on the bottom. Plenty of towers on the right side, but look at this. This is the same situation we saw from game 2. This moving all the way here. This is gonna be completely cleared out, and he's gonna be completely trapped in this little corner, like we saw in game 2. Hopefully that's not the case. There's a priest. That's the priest that I was wondering what's going on. Oh lord, he's converting the buildings. He's converting the siege workshop from the enemy. So not a bad plan, but that's not something that I would expect. So he's gonna try to get the building from the enemy so that he doesn't get, so that he can get the siege workshops going by himself. Bachavelli, interesting play. I don't know if this is a legit mob or maybe he's just trolling around, but very nice to see these conversions from the buildings. And you can see the catapults are coming all this side very nicely. and just this part being completely cleared out. He still has some villagers on the top, which is, I think it's important because so he doesn't get cornered that big. He can just kind of work on this high, on this part, and be hidden, and then just probably get some attack. But that's wishful thinking because there's too many units for us to not notice. It's gonna be hard for him to defend against something right now. More priests coming in, so definitely this is definitely a real move that he's doing by the looks of it. And the catapults are getting in little by little. More buildings being converted by the looks of it. Barracks have been converted, and now getting kind of a presence on the bottom side, which is a very kind of a good play if you ask me. But let's see if this is gonna pay off all the priests, because Bachavelli still 4k on gold though, so no more problem. Hamz completely out of gold. That's interesting. He still has plenty of units, but completely out of gold. So the gold advantage is definitely for Bachavelli right now. Let's see if that's gonna be a matter into play. Not getting any units right now, converting a side chariot and then killing it off. So no, not the conversion being completely destroyed in there. Hamz going full on side chariot, so side chariot's a dangerous unit, definitely gonna be able to wipe out this quite easily. And for example, Bachavelli less than 100 population, kind of holding himself on the ground. The catapults are here. It's a good number of catapults, but the side chariots are gonna be able to just kill this off very easily. These villagers are coming, and I don't know where they're going. I don't know what they can do, honestly. Right now, this looks like a trap situation. Barracks coming out from the side. Just now getting some barracks on the side of Bachavelli. Bachavelli on a tough spot again, being completely cleared out. You can see plenty. Oh, you can see a massive suicide coming up from the side of Hamz, probably to get himself some more space from the enemy, for just go full on side chariots and just clear this up as quickly as possible. But right now, unfortunately, these catapults are unbeatable, and this is the last remnants of the village of what was Bachavelli. Bachavelli 53 population just against 230 population. Fortunately, I would say this is GG. The units are here, the legions are gonna kill all these units without any problem. This is the last painting of Bachavelli. Bachavelli not gonna get anything anymore. Plenty of side chariots coming this side as well. And GG is being called from Bachavelli. So right now, very good game from what we saw. Very nice game from both players. Hamz, very strong player, as you can see. Good stuff that we're getting from this. So definitely looking forward to see more of him on the round 3. Good stuff from our players right now. Bachavelli playing himself very well, but Hamz too strong of a player. Let's see, and for now it's gonna be a 3-0 scenario. So let's see how can they do on the next one. Good luck on the next round. It's gonna be so Hamz is gonna be on the round 3. Right now we have no dates for that, but please stay tuned and we will let you know. Let's take a look at the statistic real quick. Again, we can see the economy is kind of stuck there. 209 villagers for Hamz, which is a lot. So that's why he is able to get a lot of people going in later on. And then 133 villagers from Bachavelli. So definitely it's not a bad number, but compared to like 70 more villagers, it's a big number. Again, so probably a big difference. The kills very even, just less than 200 in the difference, but all very even in the racings. In the timeline, we can see little by little. Again, it's a situation that Bachavelli can try to come back, but then Hamz just pushing him away, keeping him online until it's just an end situation. Let's just take a quick look at the religion. So Bachavelli getting 33 conversions, so I think he got, well, he was converting units, so probably between the buildings and the units he got 33 being things converted, which he was getting some siege workshops in here, which is interesting to see. No, I don't think I have ever seen that in an experienced game. Thank you, Hito. definitely a nice gameplay strats that we get to see once in a while. For now, that's gonna be it, everyone. So we don't have games yet scheduled for the next situation of the deathmatch. So until then, I will keep you posted, and I'll let you know when the next games come. So GG's, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.